What day is it? What day is it? Mike, 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 Mike. What day is it? What day is it? It's Hump Day. It's Hump Day. Hello, friends. I hope you are all doing well today and life is going as you had planned for you during this time. You know, as the situation continues to remain with us, the situation being the pandemic, I am oftentimes wondering, what are we to make of all this? Sometimes it feels like we should maybe just climb into a hole and stay there for a while. Get away from it. Find ways to do something different, but yet that doesn't seem right either. This week there's a reading in the lectionary from Philippians. Paul wrote to the people of Philippi. Many believe that he was actually imprisoned in Rome when he wrote this letter. And it's chapter 1, verses 21 through 30, and I think this would be good for us to listen to these words. For to me, living is Christ and dying is gain. If I am to live in the flesh, that means fruitful labor for me, and I do not know which I prefer. I am hard-pressed between the two. My desire is to depart and be with Christ, for that is far better. But to remain in the flesh is more necessary for you. Since I am convinced of this, I know that I will remain and continue with all of you for your progress and joy in faith, so that I may share abundantly in your boasting in Christ Jesus when I come to you again. Only live your life in a manner worthy of the gospel of Christ, so that whether I come and see you or am absent and hear about you, I will know that you are standing firm in one spirit, striving side by side with one mind for the faith of the gospel. And we are in no way intimidated by your opponents. For them, this is evidence of their destruction, but of your salvation. And this is God's doing. For he has graciously granted you the privilege not only of believing in Christ, but of suffering for him as well, since you are having the same struggle that you saw I had, and now hear that I still have. It's interesting that Paul reminds us that living the Christian life sometimes is a life that does have struggles. It's not always going to be beautiful roses and bubble gum and all the things we think of as bright, shiny days. No, there's going to be times when it's going to be tough. And we will be tested. Not by God himself, because God has already proven that we are worthy of the salvation. We are tested of the things of this world. And the thing that's before us right now is this pandemic. This thing that we want to make into something that is governed, but it's not. It is something that is real. It is something that continues to claim people's lives, either as a primary or a secondary cause. It is the thing that has kept us apart, and probably will for a while longer. And so, as Paul was in prison, and as people in Philippi also eventually ended up imprisoned, they were taken away from folks. They were put in places they didn't want to be, yet they endured for the faith. Friends, we too must endure for the faith. We must be ready to see this to the end. And there will come a time when something will happen, and we will be able to not necessarily go back to what we had before, but we will be able to resume some more normal things. So friends, my words of encouragement this week are to hang in there, stay the course, and finish the race. May God bless you all. Have a wonderful week. Goodbye.